Hello everyone. Good morning. My name is Aditya Rathore and I am a BTech final year student studying in Dronacharya Group of Institution. So today the topic of my seminar presentation is all about fifth generation technology. So let's begin. This is the outline of my today's presentation and I will discuss the following topic in the upcoming slides. So number one, introduction to 5G technology. Number two, evolution from 1G to 5G. Number three, comparison of 1G to 5G. Number fourth, architecture of fifth generation technology. Number five, application of fifth generation technology. Number six, advantages of fifth generation technology. Number seven, government steps. Number eight, challenges of fifth generation technology. And finally, number nine, the conclusion part. Introduction to 5G. What is 5G and what does it offer? 5G is the latest iteration of cellular technology engineered to greatly increase the speed and responsiveness of wireless network. 5G is a complete wireless communication with almost no limitation. 5G can be called a real wireless world because 5G network can be connected globally. Fifth generation has incredible transmission speed. And what does it offer? So basically, fifth generation offers a worldwide cellular phones. Number second, it gives you a low latency. And what is latency? So basically, time taken by the network to solve the query of the user is called latency. So, but in fifth generation, it take low latency as compared to the previous generation. Third, fifth generation extraordinary data capability. And number fifth, it has a high connectivity. And number six, no network congestion. What is network congestion? Network congestion means network carry more data than it can handle. So that's what we call congestion. But in fifth generation technology, it is having the capability of handling more data. Number seven, 5G connectivity to a full circle. Number eight, fifth generation has a large phone memory and more dialing speed, more clarity in audio and video. And now we are going to talk about the features of 5G technology. So basically 5G technology is worked as a centralized management system, which is 100 times more devices. It is having a virtually zero latency. It speed up to 10 gigabyte per second. It is having a wide range of application. It is ubiquitous connectivity. It means it is having a very common connectivity. That is why it is very amiable to the environment. And it is also having a more software option to upgrade. And 5G offers a very high capacity. And it also has a very fast response time. Evolution from 1G to 5G. As we can see that how fifth generation has been evolved from first generation to fifth generation. First generation wireless system. It was developed in 1980s, which was based on analog system. Speed up to 2.4 kbps. It supported only voice call, no messages. And it allowed to make voice call in one country. So basically, a single network cannot contact to any other country at a single time. Second generation wireless system. So basically, this one is the upgradation of the first generation. So the functionality which was lacking in the previous generation, that was fulfilled into this generation. And second generation is launched in 1990s. It was based on digital system and second generation speed up to 64 kbps. And now this generation provide you a service such as digital voice and SMS with more clarity. It means that now this system is capable of sending SMS, which was not capable, which was not included in the previous generation. 2.5G generation wireless system. So basically this generation is the modified version of 2G generation, and 2.5G is the generation between 2G and 3G. And it 2.5G represent handset with data capability over GPRS. So basically it sends the data by using GPRS technology. And basically 2.5G failure in bringing any new evolution. So that is why uh, it has not evolved so much. Now, 3G wireless system. It was launched in 2000, which speed from 125 kbps to 2 mbps. And the data is sent through packet switching technology. And what is packet switching technology? Packet switching technology is a process in which the unit of data is encapsulated into a packet and then delivered to the multiple location or multiple servers. And it offers access to global roaming and clarity in voice call. And also 3G wireless system is fast communication and also have internet, mobile television, video conferencing, video games, MMS. So it provides a multiple functionality into the system. 4G wireless system. It was developed in 2010. It is faster and more reliable. It's speed up to 100 Mbps. It is having a high performance, and also 4G wireless system is having easy roaming. And the best part of this system is it is user friendly and having a low cost. Now the final part is 5th generation wireless system. So this basically the 5th generation is nothing but a advanced version of 4th generation. It is the next major phase of mobile telecommunication and wireless system, which provides 10 times more capacity than any other, and expected speed up to 1 Gbps. That means you can easily download a movie of 1 GB by a single click. So it is more faster and reliable than 4G. And it is also very inexpensive as compared to the previous generation because it is having a lower cost than any other generation. So now the comparison of 1G to 5G technology. So there are many functionality which we had already discussed. So now in this, we are only going to discuss about multiplexing, switching, core network, and handoff. So what is multiplexing in terms of 1G, 2G, 2.5G, 3G, 4G, and 5G? So multiplexing provide a functionality of FDMA, which is also known as full duplex multiple access. And in 2G and 2.5G, it provides CDMA, which stands for code division multiple access. And in 3G also, it provides the same CDMA, 4G, 5G as well. But in switching, it provides a functionality of circuit. And 2G and 2.5G, it provides a circuit for access network air interface. And in 3G, packet except for air interface. And in 4G, it provides all packets. 5G also it provides all packets as well. But in core network, this functionality provides in 1G PSTN, which stands for Public Switch Telephone Network. And in 2G and 2.5G, it also provides PSTN. But in 3G, it provides packet network. And in 4G and 5G, it provides internet services. And in handoff functionality, it provides horizontal process. And 2G and 2.5G, it provide horizontal. And 3G also, it provide horizontal. But in 4G and 5G, it includes both horizontal as well as vertical. Now, the architecture of 5th generation. As you can see the picture depicted on the screen, that how the software is used to use the 5th generation technology. So basically it include download new OWA, and OWA stands for Open Wireless Architecture. It has a download new OTP. OTP stands for Open Transport Protocol, and download new application. So basically by this software, you can easily be able to connect with any other appliances or any other Internet of Things, which you can access remotely by using 5th generation technology. But the condition is that that technology should also be connected with the 5th generation network. So that is how it's going to work. Now the architecture and difference between the 2G, 3G, 4G, and 5G. So basically the architecture of 2G, 3G, 4G is different from 5G. As you can see, the physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, application layer are the part of 2G, 3G, and 4G. And in 5G, there is open wireless architecture, which is replaced by data link layer and physical layer. And upper network layer and lower network layer is replaced by network layer. And open transport protocol is replaced by session layer and transport layer. And application service layer is replaced by application layer and presentation layer in 5G. Architecture. So basically now we are going to define all the architecture in this slide. So what is OWA and what OWA stands for? So basically the full form of OWA, as I have told you, is Open Wireless Architecture. So this layer is used to define the wireless technology to be used, and physical layer plus data link layer is equals to OWA. It means the combination of physical layer and data link layer is equals to OWA. That means Open Wireless Architecture. Network layer is divided into two sub-layer, which is known as number one, lower network layer, and number two, upper network layer. And network layer is used to route the data from source to destination. And number one, the architecture open transport layer performs the operation of both transport and session layer. And number second, the combination of transport layer and session layer is equals to OTP, and OTP stands for Open Transport Protocol, which was used in 5th generation technology architecture. And number third, application layer is responsible for providing good quality of services. And number fourth, application layer makes the data into proper format. That is, it decrypts the data, which is in the encrypted form. Now we can see the application of 5th generation. So 5th generation play a very vital role in the today's world. So it provide a high speed of mobile network. 5th generation is providing you entertainment and multimedia. It is widely used in Internet of Things. It is viable in smart cities, and it is also used in smart farming. And basically, the main functionality of 5th generation is to controlling of critical infrastructure and vehicle, and it is also used in industrial application when the person needs to access the industrial application remotely from any other place. Advantages of 5th generation. So 5th generation is expected to offer enhanced mobile broadband that can meet high coverage requirement. And also 5th generation provide you a high data speed of 5G network, might help cloud system to stream software update, music, and navigation data. And 5th generation provide ecosystem for Internet of Things. That means it can easily access the Internet of Things, which is connected through the 5G wireless network. And it will help in digital growth of country that will result in rise of GDP and employment generation in the country. And it also gives a lots of opportunity to the youngsters and the freshers. Government steps. So actually government is taking a lots of interest in this technology. So as you can see in today's world, government is hiring more and more youngsters. So nowadays government is capable of handling the new evolutions. So the National Electronic Policy 2019 aim to position India as a global hub for electronic system design and manufacturing, and promotes early stage startups in emerging technologies, areas such as 5G, IoT, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, and etc. Indian government also initiated measure to introduce 5G technology via the National Telecom Policy NTP, which aims to reach 100% teledensity. Teledensity means telephone density, and high-speed internet highways, and deliver of citizen-centric services electronically. And number third, the Department of Telecommunications set up a high-level forum to develop the roadmap for 5G services in India by 2020. The government is also working on creating a corpus of rupees 500 crore for research and development for 5G technology in India. So basically corpus meaning is a collection of 500 rupees. The government has invited leading telecom companies to undertake pilot projects on spectrum allocated free of charge for a year. So now I will talk about the challenges which the government had faced in this bringing up this technology. Many of the old devices will need to be replaced as they are not supporting 5G. The switch from 4G to 5G will be infrastructure intensive, and development of infrastructure for 5G is very expensive. The transition experience from one technology generation to another is not very good, as one has to buy a whole another phone to start using latest cellular technology, thereby creating financial liabilities. There are expected to be 20 billion connected devices in all over the world by 2020. As a result, data will become highly distributed, but it will be a new challenge to manage, analyze, store, and protect data, irrespective of where it exists. Now, the conclusion. The arrival of 5G enabling smart devices changes the way we live and think, and can be a game changer for better service delivery, faster access to services, and deeper penetration of digital devices. It is high time that India should strengthen the domestic telecommunication manufacturing market to enable local industries to capture both domestic as well as global market. And number third, an intelligence first approach will needs to be adopted by the telecom provider for managing core network as an important business investment. So as you have seen that in the amid of this pandemic has accelerated the adoption of technology and also changing the way people live, work, and consume, as well as how company operate. So this is a new opportunity in which the fifth generation technology can evolve in a greater way as compared to any other technology. So thanks for listening to my presentation. Thank you. Take care.